the attorney's office for the city of Boulder. Mr. Carr is the city attorney for the city, and he was here for the last hearing but did not get to testify. So I am here in his place today as he is in Washington, D.C.
Okay, we'll make an exception in your case.
Thank you.
So please introduce yourself again and let us know who you represent, and then go ahead with your testimony.
I am Kathy Haddock, representing the city of Boulder from the Boulder City Attorney's Office. We really appreciate the fact that the legislature is addressing the homeless issue. Boulder has been very concerned about the homeless issue. In fact, it dedicates over $700,000 annually to
Press corps is kind of disturbed. Apparently substituting for someone else for testimony is it's highly unusual. It might even be illegal, even though it's being allowed. That's why they're taking extra pictures.
For housing for the homeless. If Boulder was for criminalizing homelessness, it wouldn't be spending this kind of taxpayer money to try to find alternatives for homelessness. What it has done is try to allow it to begin to continue the successful efforts it has made to try to deal with the homeless issue. The city is attempting to provide the social safety net described in the first legislative declaration of the bill. Homelessness is a very complex issue. The right to rest is a good phrase. It sounds good, it's a good soundbite. But homelessness issues are not addressed by simply providing people a place to rest. In fact, using public property to become a replacement home for people means that property also becomes their bathroom, cooking area, trash bin, and congregating area. As a result, those places become unusable by others and are very expensive for the city to provide trash and human waste removal services. Boulder's ordinances have been successful because they have resulted in getting the people who need services to alleviate their homelessness into the system that can help them, while discouraging those that choose to live on the streets from depriving others of using those public spaces. People are homeless for a variety of reasons, and each reason needs a different response. Sometimes it's devastating financial circumstances, others it's substance abuse or mental health issues, and other times it's people just prefer to live on the streets rather than in homeless. Boulder and its faith community have joined resources to provide that safety net for substitute housing, for homeless shelters, and a variety of other services, including providing transitional housing that Boulder has recently constructed. I can go through the details of Boulder's services if you would like some of the highlights.
I see that your time has expired, so we'll see if anyone on the committee wants to get that additional information. No. I guess they've got enough information. Representative Salazar.
Thank you, Madam Chair. So, in addition to all those services that you say the city of Boulder provides, and all the services that Denver says that they provide too, how is it that criminalizing the homeless helps them?
Boulder does not, thank you, Madam Chairman. Boulder doesn't criminalize homelessness. What it does criminalize is behavior that doesn't allow other people to use public areas. It provides its money and resources for alternatives that provide transitional housing, that provide shelter, rather than cleaning up the public areas. From the definition of the bill is that what cities are required to do is make places that are not appropriate for human habitation into places that are appropriate for human habitation. That's a very expensive process.
Representative Salazar.
So then, are you saying that the money that you provide, I think you said $700,000, does that cover all the people who are homeless in the city of Boulder?
Actually, I said $700,000 for programs for the homeless, in addition to the $1.3 million annually that is spent for other basic social services, and $1.17 million that's provided directly for homeless services. It does not solve the problem. I think, as everybody has acknowledged, government by itself in this society cannot solve this problem. It's too big. But turning public places into places for human waste and trash and living is also not the way to solve it. And penalizing the cities that are spending the time and money to try to solve the problem is what is going to help much more than trying to make public spaces into something they're not built for.
Representative Salazar.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Well, I'm trying to figure out this balance here because you're saying that it doesn't cover all the services that are needed in Boulder, but at the same time, if it doesn't cover all those services and people need to sleep in a car, they need to sleep in a sleeping bag, in a park, because there isn't enough money and not enough services to help cover these individuals. So once again, I'm trying to figure out, how is it that if there aren't enough services out there, there isn't enough money out there, how is it that criminalizing homelessness helps them out?
Boulder doesn't criminalize homelessness. It does provide shelter for people through the faith community and through the city and through a bunch of other services. During inclement weather, people that have the desire to be sheltered are. If Boulder was not treating homelessness well, people would not be moving to Boulder to be homeless, which is exactly what one of the people that testified before you at the last hearing did, is moved to Boulder 2 years ago because of the way that it does try to help provide homeless services.
Seeing no further questions, thank you for coming in and testifying today.
Thank you, Madam Chairman.
Madam Chair?